Well, it says I'm offline. There we go. Are we alive? Did we make it? Good morning, friends. Oh, yes, there we go. We got sound. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all doing great. Yes, live today. Just gonna be a quick one. This whole thing in the news is just, yesterday I just kind of had like no real heavy emotion toward it. And I guess it was just kind of post. And I was trying not to like get too personally involved, obviously, right? But then like just the whole scenario and knowing that kid doesn't have a dad. Oh. Wow. So I woke up and they say that they caught the guy or whatever. His dad turned him in. I don't believe anything these crooks say. But that doesn't mean it's not true. And this could be the odd time where it was just some sexually confused child with too much freedom. But yeah, so when we were in the Carolinas, when the Carolinas got hit with that hurricane, it was the same thing. Didn't hit me right away, and then it was like, holy. And I didn't trade then either. I'm just kind of an empathic, very empathetic person. Like, I feel for people. It's just, and you can't help how you feel, but you can help how all you can do is react to how you can choose how you react. So, and because these candlesticks are full of dopamine, that's not the right dopamine you want, even if you're in, you can be in anguish for people. And yeah, crazy time to be alive. Just pray that a lot of good comes from this. And praying that the girls find solace in her dad dying a martyr and not in vain. Amen. So, that's about it on that. And as far as TA goes, it's in my favor. Hooray. Pretty cool though. I mean, I was looking at finding a bottom for today's candle at the 30 or 20% retracement. I had a sneaking suspicion it was going to want that. And we're looking for 24,144 and 3/4 for terminus today. And just taking a peeky poo at what happened here after midnight. Last night I was mentioning I don't mind if after midnight it trades up just a little bit, but I'd like it to come down to the deviation of Asia's range and then start making its way up So looks like we did in fact get that. So it didn't quite touch, but that's okay. And then the third deviations of Asia's range above the market. And then the fourth one being terminus for the day. We've left a double top here, so it's looking like our terminus is guaranteed. And of course, nothing in trading is guaranteed, you know that, but I just say that just to be cocky, I guess. Go find me a double top that didn't get blown out after. Order flow not so favorable today. I'll be real with you. If I was looking for a short, or if I was looking for a position, I would have likely taken a short off of that Judas here, and I would have been stopped out. And the reason why is because I would have wanted the Judas to the downside. Now, it did run a Judas to the downside. It just did kind of this double Judas bugger thing here. And it happens, but I'll be real with you. If I had taken a position today, I would have taken an L. And I mentioned this yesterday. I don't do well on Fridays. It just happened. I also mentioned this. Yes, what I wanted to see materialized, and it's like whoop-de-doo. It was just in my favor. That's it. That's simply it. It was just simply in my favor. It's not. Eventually, you're gonna see that it's not magical. But yeah, anyway, I was mentioning have this guy on your chart right here, that gap. That'll be your support and resistance gap. And for opening bell, we happen to come down for the midnight open and found sensitivity off of that sell side. Pretty much the exact same thing that happened here. So the 8:30 news driver here, my trade was right here, terminus right there. And literally the exact same thing. So pretty cool. After we do reach the third deviation of Asia's range, not here in the 15-minute, you got to go to the 5-minute. After we get repriced, if we do today, look for a dynamic short. You'll find that in the 15-minute candlesticks likely, but just be on the lookout and use your 15-minute for a good source of direction, because if and when it gets up in here, we could just do this all day for the rest of the afternoon. I've seen this happen. Like, today is just a gong show. I know it's really cool, but before it's printed, it's a gong show in my mind because there's so many variables that could happen today. And this is the one I picked, gun to my head, and it just happened to play out. But still very cool. Your guys' discipline and your charts are very good. We'll be having a hangout tomorrow at noon EST. We went over a lot of stuff yesterday. Yeah, not much else to say. I'm just kind of bummed out. I'm gonna give you guys an ETH update, see what's going on here.
Square Party!
I'm online. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. Thank you.
I just did the Square Party!
Thank you. This is good. Square Party. I have no idea what that means. So the last time I was public with it, and this won't be going in the ETH update. I was just wanting to use this as support. And if it wanted to come for this, and if we came for this, it may as well go for this liquidity pool. I was under the impression we were going to come and take that swing low, and it actually kept blasting up. BTC's doing the same thing. Like, I was anticipating it wanting to come down for one more dip, and it was like, nope, I'm out. See ya. So this was my support and resistance level here, and we're just kind of back up in that new week opening gap. So if we can close above half of it, that would be pretty cool. Make sure that that's the open. 450, 450. Yeah, it looks like it. So, and then the close is 117235. There. So far so good. If we can close above half of that, we're in good shape for some more upside. I was mentioning to Sami on Twitter, if we didn't have a double top up here, I'd be concerned. But there is one, and liquidity's there, and that's why price is going to go there, and for no other reason. Trust me, bro. So, feels good, man. Feels good to be on side. Previous high, previous day, month high taken, accelerating into liquidity. Pretty cool. Stock your order flow. See if we can get that one more push to the upside. If we get a fair value gap, when we take this swing high here, and if we get a fair value gap, we could blast for even another high. My terminus for September is 24,423 and a quarter. So if we can keep this uptrend alive, I'm a happy camper. Like I was mentioning to you guys, I want it to dump, but just to go get a long, just to get long. Please do go up, freak out, keep going. Don't come back. Just go get our altcoins going. Let's freaking go already. Because this is annoying. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like you long-term holders, don't go click and sell just because you're getting impatient. You do that, you're gonna regret it. It's gonna hop into the chat. What's up, everybody? Sound is doubling again. Check cord. Is it still doing it? Check the cord. Oh, it sounds good on my end. Might have been earlier. Yeah, what's up, everybody? I unplugged it and plugged it back in when I started. I always do it now. Nice. Oh, shucks. Probably cell phones beside it. My alt's getting delisted and looking like they are ultra rugged. I hope they're not DED. I don't know. Look, for years and years and years, every day I heard everybody scream, Pulse Chain's a scam. Richard Hart's a scammer. Okay? For years and years and years. He's got the only crypto backed by court ruling that says not a security. Richard is not a scammer. And yet still, people aren't piling in. I don't get it. I don't know what alts you're in, but if it's got a community with people tattooing the logo on their skin, you probably got a pretty good play. You know, XRP and Link and a couple of others that have, made some moves. Careful, because historically speaking, if they're strong before alt season, they don't do very well. What's up, Lydia? Been a minute. Hello. What's up, Sarah? Thank you. Why aren't we going down? Well, because there's a bunch of people to eat above. That's it. It's bull run time. It's like we've been getting slapped around by this market. Long-term hodlers, it has been ruthless. You know, we were up and it happens. Look, ETH does this all the time, like every cycle. It'll go up for a minute and then come drop down below those lows and then go up. And I've showed this countless times. Yeah, we're just waiting, getting slapped around. We're all in the same boat. Other than unless you're an XRP, but they did like what? It wasn't exactly cryptastic. You know, I think it was like a 3x or something. But, yeah. What's up, Armenian friend? Yeah, and I mean, check out goodmorningfriends.com. There's some big things in the works. I can't tell you more than already what's on the website. You know, I can't give you certainty. But yeah, when this show finally starts going, I got my own tips and tricks that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be fun. And I learned from the best. But yeah, I'm out chilling. And if I did, I didn't mean to. Just want to see if this thing will pop up here in the next 10 minutes or so. And tell me how you guys did. What are you guys up to this week? Did you guys do good? This is our last week of bullying price around, getting back into the ebbs and flows, chilling out, seeing what it's like when we're offside, how to get in sync with order flow. How'd you guys do these last few weeks? Tell me about it. Rate yourselves from 1 to 10. Give yourself an honest score. Because we got some cakewalky price coming up here, and when you practice losing and you practice letting price run without you, which is like these last few weeks have been the best because you would have been stopped out in New York maybe once, twice, thrice, hit your max daily loss, stuck to your rule even though it felt like your arm was getting cut off, and then in the PM session or lunchtime run, it runs to your target without you. Or maybe after the into overnight trading and your targets get hit. But you don't trade that time anyway, so right? So like giving yourself, this helps you prepare for what's coming. Because it's going to be really tough to take a loss and let price run without you if you can't get in sync with order flow. It'll just keep going, not come back. You'll think you'll be waiting, and it'll just keep going. And the more it keeps going, the more choked you get. And by the time it hits your targets, it's already probably 10:30, maybe 11. And you're pretty much done for the day. I mean, I would be. It's painful. It really is. It sucks. It sucks. It was but during the Carolina incident with the hurricane, this thing in November got me good. October, November. And I was I just was just like I am now, just jaded, faded. Just don't even care. Or was that puppy? I think it was right here. I got binked here and I just didn't even care. I just let this price run go. I was just like, ugh. Yeah, that low right there. See, I had turtle souped right here. and I didn't pay myself, or maybe I did. Either way, it doesn't matter. I left my stop there. I don't think I did. I was looking for this big puppy here. And yeah, just don't trade when you're not mentally sound. I'm just gonna sit here and boringly watch this daily candle do exactly what we wanted it to. Trippy how you don't even need a lower time frame. You had a good idea where the bottom was going to be, bam. So measure that bottom to where the tail went. Right? So from that price point on a daily chart, 60 ticks in drawdown. That's funny. There we go. Blast off my butte. About 20 bucks away from targets. Armin says 6. Butter says 8. And I can contest to that because you guys send me things. I had a better performance in August. No overtrading. Broke even last week. Better this week, but still been rough. Awesome. MG been chill. No problem sitting out. And onside, I'd say 8. Attaboy. It's not brave. Nice. Good job, Armenian. Attaboy. That's pretty sweet. What's up, Stas? I didn't even see you there. All quiet. Shalom. Yeah, absolutely. Pay the trader. So I'm just noticing how it took buy side here and started trading away. I don't like when it does that. I like to remember I was mentioning, like, when we take that high, you want to see a fair value gap in this candle. So it's got 20 seconds. It's already doing stupid things I don't want to see. BTC is sending. Store to McDonald's. Took a while. It's dope. What's up, man? Matilda got stopped out at 12. What would you say the reason is? Well, it's September. Still. Oh, you mean this guy? Yeah, I seen that. It's just being a buttface. You got to allow for that stuff. Like, there's a reason why I lend my experience to you and I say, hey, I don't do well on Fridays. So that should be a good reason for you to study why I would say things like that. It's not for a lack of skill. It's the algorithm just wants to be a prick that day. And you can see it coming, bro. So it's like I was mentioning, like, even though my guess was completely onside today, I would have tried to take on a short here, and if I was with you and trying to take a long here, I definitely would have got stopped out there. I would have been choked. 2 L's today on a practice trade. I'm being honest. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not being candid. I'm not trying to downplay or overplay or however you want to see it. I'm being honest with you. I would have tried to short that bearish order block here at this time and gotten stopped out. And I would have, if I wanted to, just get in sync with this run, I would have been stopped out here. 100%. So I have this journaled in my journal. It's my little buddy. And he tells me, hey, You don't do well in these days. Why don't you chill out? So I do that. Again, that took a long time to do. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, I'm just going to sit out and it's really easy. No, it wasn't easy at first. And I didn't stick to my rules. And then I learned my lesson again and again and again. Until finally it was like, okay, you did good this week. Reading price becomes so simple that the real skill becomes like how to know when you're going to get hurt. That's the real skill. Knowing when the algorithm is going to beat you or slap you silly. But it's not sexy. It's not impressive. Nobody cares. They're like, where's it going? Get me into the next trade. Would you have long that in a premium? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because it came down for the higher low in the fair value gap after touching my price point here, coming up and closing above the down close candle with an inefficiency rate there. That's indigo. Yes, absolutely. I would have considered that this is fair value and my target's still above the market. Okay, I still have an expectation of the market. So absolutely. Here's one of the things that you'll see eventually, you'll pick up when you're taking your range, and I got to use this low, so maybe we go even higher today. But if you take that range and take it to your fair value gap here, okay, so look at the top here, where my expectation of price is today. Look at the fair value gap it used here at the midway point. So fair value would give an indication that that's the middle of the price swing that's going to materialize. So like I was saying, if you take it to, my projected guess, fair value gap here at fair value, and there's the price leg. So absolutely, you would see this as a premium because you're not forecasting where price is likely going. So I would consider that fair value, but absolutely, when you have your stop hunt here and that price point met very handsomely, and it's the daily open I'm pointing out. It's not so much the fib tool, excuse me. So it's that daily open in this gray shaded area, which is midnight here. So it's just in this level right there. Comes down, gets repriced to, and then finds the sensitivity, bro, and it comes down. If it's doing one of two things here, it's going to flip this fair value gap into resistance and likely come run out that low, or it's going to make the order block. Price can, when this clicks, trading is going to be really easy for you. Simple, excuse me, not easy. Price only goes up or it goes down. That's it. It can only go one of two directions. Yes, it can go sideways, but typically in a price run, it's only going to go one of two directions. Are you saying TGIF happened already? I didn't see that. I didn't really see that. Or maybe it did and I just wasn't paying attention, but let's check it out. So yeah, like you can say that for sure. So when price action came back down here for the, London run between 1 and 5 a.m., there it is, 4 a.m., hits the TGIF requirement number 1, 100%. And I was mentioning if that happened that we would likely see a spazzy high running through the day. And so that's why I was mentioning, like, when that happens, you can see another TGIF. You can see it even further than that. Or we can do this annoying thing where we just chop out and just kind of grind higher, but just close near the high of the day like that. So when you see displacement to the downside, that's what you're looking for. And that's your 15-minute order block setting up. No, I'm fairly certain that that was the weekly candle's bottom. Might have been wrong. Oh, I was wrong. That was the weekly candle's bottom. Oh, what? I don't look, man. I don't even know what's real anymore. Okay, it says that that's the bottom. Oh, I see. How is that possible? Because it opened up here. That's so freaking funny. Yeah, man. I've actually seen this happen a couple of times. You would have to use discernment on that for sure, bro. However, it does not make much of a difference. It's not the make it or break it, be all end all of differences in that little bit of price difference here, bro. The important thing is that it did come back. It did pretty much touch, and you can see that rippage again. See the 20 to 30, it could be 50. That retracement level is just an average. So as long as it comes down some, yes. It comes near it, not halfway. Just seen Sam Long on NQ. Will he get it? Oh man, I don't know, bro. I just why I'm sitting out. I have no idea. I told you guys yesterday. I'm guessing. That's all it is a guess. I'm mentally a wreck for these people, and I don't know. As a matter of fact, could yeah. But MG, I like that observation that you had there. It was pretty cool. So 5-minute chart, find the swing low it made at lunchtime. That's here. If it wants to take that just after 1:30, then yes, Sam will see his high. Likely. It's a horrible looking one. ICT's one set up for life, but it's kind of there. It's kind of there. Like I was mentioning, even if it did rip up into a new high, I wouldn't be looking for a long today. I'd be looking for a short. Yeah, I would want to catch the top of the weekly candle. It's the end of the week. So if Sam sees a long though, you know, he just does his thing until his thing doesn't play no more. And he's organized about it and he knows what he's doing. And he's got a level of self-control that many do not have. So yes, I like that, MG. Go with it. John Doe, good morning, friend. I wonder I got stopped out of my short just now. Yeah, word up, Mato. Look, I would have loved for it to do the exact opposite again, just so I can show you guys how you can have an expectation on the market and it doesn't really, you're not living and dying by it. You can be like, oh, I'd like to see X, Y, and Z, but if it does it backwards, you're still on side. You're just upside down. Price can only go up or go down, you guys. Ah. I like that Ferrari reference I was making. You know, you guys have the Ferrari. It's in your driveway. It's a brand new one, and it's got a lot of buttons, but you get in it and you don't know how to turn it on. There's no button. There's no key. Like you probably don't even know how to open the door to get in. But you're like, yeah, check out my Ferrari. That's what you have with your skills, is you are literally rocking that brand new Ferrari. You have no idea what you're doing with it, but it looks good. But the thing is it's yours. It's in your hands. It's in your possession. It's in your garage. You're going to have to read the manual, sit in it for a while, get used to where the buttons are, figure out how to start the thing. And you're not just going to go on to a course and start tearing it up. Like, you're going to go into a big, wide open field first. And maybe not a field, but a big, like an airstrip or something. And you're just going to go and get the feel for it. You're going to see how it turns while you're pressing the gas at this acceleration. Try and drift it a little bit. Like, you're going to get the feel for it before you actually take it onto a course. Because if you try to drive a supercar with no experience at all, you're done. You're going to crash it, and worse. I guarantee it. They're not like normal cars. They handle different. It's power now. It's crazy. But you have it, and you just have to grow with it and spend time with it. And then you can go drive it around. Man, Ethereum looks like it's gonna flip out this weekend. I hope it does, man. Like, you want to know what sucks? Like, that just got me completely perplexed and twisted in my gut. The last time we had a bull run, they tried to take out Terrence Williams, a black conservative, avid Trump supporter, and he was invited to the Trump White House. And he was in an Uber or a Lyft, and they tried to take him out, and he was like broken neck and stuff, right? And like, he was literally on his way to the Trump White House, custom invite. And yeah, that happened, and then the world was really weird, and then we had a giant bull run. Yeah. Now it's just like weird. So weird. Anyway, the cycle repeats. This is crazy, man. When bounce? Who's Terrence? Well, you're from Singapore. I don't know. He's just like an awesome commentator. He's a comedian. Yeah, you saw that his car crash. Yeah. My Ferrari has no wheels, but it looks cool. I'll sell it. I'll sell it if I can't use it, just like the YouTubes making their courses. Not you. I don't make courses. I do mentorship. And when ICT starts ripping on all the goofballs who can't do it live, can't call out the market, can't trade it, you're gonna grow a whole new respect for me. Because it's funny. I love when he does it. And if they weren't trying to be such douchebags about it, it would be cool. But these guys are like, the one guy, Romeo, he's like, yeah, I invented turtle soup. Oh my gosh. And then Casper SMC is just like, he's not bad, but I mean, you can't just talk trash on the name that gave it to you. Like, you're the problem with this movement. Like, give the man his credit. It's his. He repackaged fair value. Look, you knuckleheads, Casper, I'm looking at you, and every other one like you who talks ish on Michael's name, you're missing the boat. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Michael knows I know what it is. And you've all missed it. If you guys ever see this, any of you phonies, yeah, you're missing the boat. Oh, check out my FVG plus BOS. Yeah, pretty cool, bro. Pretty cool. Anyway, it's not my job to, rip into these guys and call them out publicly. Like, I'll politely make fun of them every now and again, but it's not my job. It's not my job to prove that the algorithm works or that it is algorithmic. I'm just here showing you what's possible if you do the hard work. And price action being rather boring, so you have the price points I'm looking for. It has left some bait here, and it has swept buy side liquidity here, so I would imagine price could make its way down. If it has topped out, it will indeed show you with a dynamic shift in market structure. Find your fair value gap and go from there. Don't overdo it. We have lots of fun coming up. Restore your mental capital. Take a break. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next week.